Jonathan has been on a diet since January. So far, he's been losing weight at a steady rate. Based on monthly weigh-ins, his weight W can be modeled by the function W equals negative 3m plus 205, where m is the number of months after January. So for part A, it says, how much did Jonathan weigh at the start of his diet? So if we look at our equation is W equals negative 3m plus 205. If you think about it, this is sort of written in the form y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and then b is our y-intercept. So if we look at this, we can sort of say at the start of his diet, he weighed 205 pounds because that's our y-intercept. So he weighed 205 pounds. Now, if you're sort of stuck and like, okay, I'm not sure if I can figure that out by looking at the equation, we can sort of think of the start as plugging in 0. So if I wanted to, I could just plug 0 into my equation. So I could just do W of 0 equals negative 3 times 0 plus 205. And if I type that into my calculator, I do just get 205. So another way I can show that he weighed 205 pounds. Now for part 2, or part B, it says how much weight has he been losing each month. So if we look, they're saying that that M represents his monthly weigh-ins. So if he weighs 205 pounds at month 0, let's see how much he weighs at month 1. So I'm going to plug in 1. So W of 1 equals negative 3 times 1 plus 205. And if I type that into my calculator, I should get 202. And now if I plug in 2, I should do negative 3 times 2 plus 205. And that should give me 199. So if we look at this, we can sort of notice that as we go up every single month, I'm going down by 3. So we can say he's losing 3 pounds per month. But we can also see that by looking at our slope, because this is telling us our slope, that negative 3. So he's losing 3 pounds per month. We don't have to do all this algebra. Now for part C, it says, how many months did it take Jonathan to lose 45 pounds? All we got to do is basically do this. We need to figure out what's 205 minus 45 to figure out that exact number. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 205 minus 45, because we need to figure out what the weight is when he loses 45 pounds. So I don't feel like doing that mentally. So I'm going to do 205 minus 45, and that gives me 160. So I want to figure out how many months it will take me to get to a weight of 160. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our equation equal to 160. So we're going to do negative 3m plus 205 equal to 160. So now we solve it. So I'm going to try to get the 3m by itself. So I'm going to do minus 205 minus 205. And now I get negative 3m is equal to 160 minus 205, which is negative 45. Now I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by negative 3, and I get m is equal to 15, which means it will take 15 months to lose 45 pounds. And that's our final answer. That's how we approach this board problem.